So yeah, the pilot had been shot. We handed that out over the mesh conference. It was great. We really were kind of like the golden boys for that weekend.
Everything that we'd worked for the last 10 weeks at that point really started to click. People really started hitting the site hard.
We're getting hundreds and hundreds of applicants for the show.
For the next 2.5 weeks or so, until we kind of cut off the voting and everything, just really flowed amazingly.
Everything was coming together, and it was kind of an unbelievable experience. I mean, two guys,
yeah.
and this guy with the original idea, just him and his buddies just being like, let's do this.
When we got down to the top 10, one of the guys who was really, really popular on the forums, getting tons of votes, seemed as though everybody liked him, Mike Nichols, we decided to have Up for the Weekend. Have you ever attempted the worm before?
I've never attempted the worm before.
Never?
Never.
Still. Where are you guys taking us?
Oh, hello. Far away.
This guy's trying to get me, sir.
Oh, sorry. Unless you have a vagina, you can't.
I thought that Mike was pretty cool. Like, I thought he was a pretty safe bet.
And the following week, we'd all discussed it based on the votes, the forums, and just like how we thought everything fit together. We chose Mike and Monica for the two backpackers that would join us for the summer. And it was exciting because at that point it was set in stone.
Everything was in place. We'd made the promise. We had tickets booked, but we just didn't have any money to make the show.
Not exactly sure to this day how it got sorted out, but June 29th, we signed the papers.
And when we got that draft in our hands, I remember that day.
I was just like, whatever, let's just go shopping.
So what's the word, dude? What did we do this morning?
We signed our shareholders agreement and got our cash from our fucking wicked investors.
Ow!
Thank God.
A little sleepy eye up here, just having a little snoozy woozy. Have a little snoozy woozy. Have a little snoozy woozy woozy woozy.
That day we spent, I think it was like over 20 G's in one day. This guy packed up, got ready to go, and said our goodbyes. Tell the story. I think there was one big thing he told me the morning of, and he's the best person to tell the story. But I couldn't believe this. Day before they were supposed to leave, let me just set this up. Day before we're supposed to leave.
Sorry, can we pause this? I have to go to the bathroom really
Sure,
bad.
sure.
How's it rolling so far? Oh, you are gonna fucking love this. Okay, so we go to fucking Piccadilly last night, right? Get, quasi-drunk. A drink and a half or so. As we're leaving, these guys come up and they're like, yo, what the fuck, preppy, blah, blah, blah. Push me over onto the street. I get like that. I jump back up and I'm like, yo, what's up, what's up? I realize that there's like 6 of them and they're all like, what? As we're bolting down the street, these cops on bikes, like a fucking it was like they were raising money for a charity or something. There were so many of them come around the corner. I'm like, yo, excuse me, these guys just tried to beat us up. We look around and the guys have totally left and the guys on like the bikes are just standing around. So I go back, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, what was that all about? And they're like, oh, what, you have a problem? And so they're like, oh, I think we have a problem here. What's up? And like, they fucking take me and like push me down onto the street. They're like, Sarge, we have an intoxicated felon here. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I ended up spending the night in the drunk tank the night before we leave for Europe for the entire summer. Logic would not have us in the place that we're in right now. Feelings and passion, just like living for where your heart drives you, has us where we are today. And over the summer, that's kind of what we did and where we let things take it.
So you're saying something happened?
No, I'm saying, that we were aware that passion would lead our way,
right.
feelings
Passion.
and.
Cool.
Next question.
Next question.